Marina Bay, a serene coastal town cradled by lush hills and the vast expanse of the ocean, thrived on its deep connection to the sea. The rhythm of life was dictated by the tides, with fishermen setting out at dawn and children spending their afternoons exploring tide pools. The town's identity was woven into the fabric of its maritime culture, which made Dr. Emily Harris's discovery even more extraordinary. Dr. Harris, the town's respected marine biologist, dedicated her life to understanding the delicate interplay between marine ecosystems and climate change. Her research often led her to the town's old library, a treasure trove of ancient texts and forgotten lore. One fateful morning, while combing through the dusty archives, she came across an obscure manuscript that would alter the course of human history. The manuscript, bound in weathered leather and inscribed with archaic symbols, told the tale of the Aqua Amulet. Legends spoke of an artifact that could bestow invulnerability to water upon its bearer. Intrigued and skeptical, Dr. Harris meticulously translated the ancient text, uncovering references to the amulet in diverse historical records, from Greek myths to Egyptian hieroglyphs. Each reference hinted at the amulet's extraordinary power, yet no one had ever confirmed its existence. Driven by a blend of scientific curiosity and a sense of adventure, Dr. Harris assembled a team of trusted colleagues. Among them were Dr. Michael Brooks, an expert in underwater archaeology, Lisa Chen, a skilled diver and marine conservationist, and Tom Reed, a seasoned oceanographer with a knack for deciphering ancient maps. Together, they planned an expedition to search for the amulet, guided by the cryptic clues in the manuscript. The manuscript pointed to a network of underwater caves off the coast of Marina Bay, rumored to house the legendary artifact. The caves, shrouded in mystery and local superstition, had never been fully explored. Undeterred, the team equipped themselves with cutting-edge diving gear and set out on their quest. Their journey took them into the heart of the ocean, navigating through narrow passages and avoiding hidden dangers lurking in the depths. After days of treacherous exploration, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber deep within the cave system. The chamber was adorned with intricate carvings depicting humans walking freely underwater, their expressions serene and untroubled. In the center of the chamber, resting on a pedestal, lay the Aqua Amulet, glowing with an otherworldly light that seemed to pulsate with life. Dr. Harris approached the amulet with a mixture of reverence and excitement. As she carefully lifted it from its pedestal, a surge of energy coursed through her body. She felt an immediate and profound connection to the water surrounding her. Her senses heightened. She could perceive the subtle currents and the rhythmic heartbeat of the ocean. With the amulet in her grasp, Dr. Harris led her team back to the surface. As they emerged from the water, they were astonished to find her completely dry and breathing effortlessly, despite having been submerged for hours. The amulet's power was real, and its effects were immediate and undeniable. News of the discovery spread rapidly, capturing the imagination of the global community. Marina Bay transformed overnight, becoming a focal point for scientists, adventurers, and the media. Skepticism gave way to amazement as more people experienced the amulet's miraculous effects. Dr. Harris, once a humble marine biologist, found herself at the center of a scientific and cultural revolution. Amid the excitement, Dr. Harris remained focused on unraveling the amulet's mysteries. She and her team established a research center to study its properties and potential applications. Preliminary findings were nothing short of astounding. Those who held the amulet could breathe underwater, withstand immense pressure, and remain unaffected by freezing temperatures. The amulet seemed to alter the fundamental interaction between humans and water, defying the laws of physics. As Dr. Harris delved deeper into the manuscript and other ancient texts, she uncovered a prophecy linked to the amulet. It spoke of a time when humanity would unlock the secrets of the seas, leading to a new era of harmony between mankind and the ocean. The prophecy hinted that the amulet was a gift from a lost civilization, intended to restore the balance between land and sea. The discovery of the Aqua Amulet marked the beginning of an unprecedented journey. Dr. Harris and her team stood at the threshold of a new era, where the boundaries between land and sea blurred, and the potential for exploration and understanding seemed limitless. The awe-inspiring power of the amulet had not only altered their perception of the natural world, but also set the stage for a profound transformation in humanity's relationship with the ocean. As the significance of the Aqua Amulet's discovery resonated worldwide, Marina Bay evolved from a quiet coastal town into a bustling epicenter of scientific and cultural activity. Researchers, journalists, and adventurers from all corners of the globe flocked to witness the amulet's extraordinary power firsthand. The local marina was abuzz with boats and submarines, and the once serene beaches now hosted impromptu lectures and demonstrations. Dr. Emily Harris, though overwhelmed by the sudden influx of attention, remained focused on her mission to understand the amulet's full potential. She and her team worked tirelessly at the newly established Aqua Research Center, a state-of-the-art facility funded by international grants and private donations. Their initial studies on the amulet's effects on humans had yielded astonishing results, but there was still so much more to uncover. Among the early volunteers to experience the amulet's effects was Ethan Marshall, a deep-sea diver with a passion for marine conservation. Ethan had spent years advocating for the protection of coral reefs, and the amulet's power seemed like a dream come true. With the amulet in hand, he dove into the ocean's depths, marveling at the vibrant marine life that thrived beyond the reach of human activity. Ethan's experiences were documented and broadcasted worldwide, capturing the public's imagination. The footage showed him swimming effortlessly alongside schools of fish, exploring underwater caves, and even touching delicate coral formations without causing any harm. His narration, filled with wonder and excitement, emphasized the amulet's potential to revolutionize our understanding of the ocean and its inhabitants. As more people witnessed the amulet's effects, the scientific community began to explore its broader implications. Engineers envisioned underwater habitats in cities where humans could live and work without the need for bulky diving equipment or air supplies. Environmentalists saw the potential for unprecedented marine conservation efforts, with the amulet enabling closer and more sustainable interaction with delicate ecosystems. Medical researchers, too, were intrigued by the amulet's possibilities. Dr. Sarah Patel, a renowned physician specializing in respiratory diseases, hypothesized that the amulet could lead to breakthroughs in treating conditions like asthma and COPD. She joined Dr. Harris's team, conducting experiments to understand how the amulet altered human physiology, particularly the respiratory system. As the research progressed, Dr. Harris remained vigilant about the ethical implications of their work. She convened a panel of experts, including ethicists, environmentalists, and community leaders, to develop guidelines for the amulet's use. They agreed on principles to prevent exploitation and ensure that its benefits were shared equitably. The goal was to use the amulet responsibly, fostering a respectful and harmonious relationship with the ocean. One evening, while studying the ancient manuscript, Dr. Harris stumbled upon a passage that had previously gone unnoticed. It described a prophecy that spoke of the amulet's true purpose, to unlock the secrets of the seas and lead humanity into a new era of unity and understanding. This revelation reinforced her commitment to ensuring that the amulet was used to promote harmony between humans and the ocean, rather than for personal gain or destructive purposes. Meanwhile, the amulet's impact on marine life became increasingly evident. Dolphins began displaying complex communication patterns, seemingly aware of the amulet's presence. Coral reefs, once threatened by bleaching and pollution, showed signs of rapid recovery. Mysterious and previously unseen sea creatures emerged from the depths, drawn to the amulet's unique energy. One night, a breathtaking phenomenon occurred. The waters around Marina Bay lit up with a massive bioluminescent bloom, creating a mesmerizing display of glowing patterns. Dr. Harris and her team observed the lights with awe, realizing they formed intricate shapes and symbols. Using advanced imaging technology, they decoded the patterns and discovered that they formed a map pointing to an uncharted region of the ocean. Excitement and anticipation swept through the scientific community as preparations for a new expedition began. An international team of explorers, scientists, and divers was assembled, including representatives from various marine research institutions and organizations. Their mission was to follow the map and uncover the secrets of the uncharted region, potentially revealing more about the amulet's origins and the lost civilization that created it. The international expedition set out for Marina Bay with great anticipation, their ships laden with advanced technology and seasoned explorers. Among the crew were Dr. Emily Harris, deep-sea diver Ethan Marshall, marine biologist Dr. Michael Brooks, and oceanographer Tom Reed. They were united by a common goal: to follow the bioluminescent map and uncover the secrets hidden in the uncharted region of the ocean. As the fleet sailed into uncharted waters, the atmosphere on board was electric with excitement. The map led them to a remote part of the ocean, far from any known shipping routes. The deeper they ventured, the more the sea seemed to come alive. Marine life swarmed around their vessels, drawn to the amulet's presence. Dolphins played alongside the ship, and bioluminescent plankton lit up the water like stars in the night sky. After several days of sailing, the team reached the coordinates indicated by the map. They deployed a state-of-the-art submersible equipped with cameras, sensors, and communication devices. Dr. Harris, Ethan, and a few other key members descended into the depths, guided by the glowing trail left by the bioluminescent organisms. As the submersible descended, the water pressure increased and darkness enveloped them. Yet the amulet's power kept them safe and dry, allowing them to breathe easily. After hours of navigating through underwater canyons and avoiding treacherous currents, they finally reached a vast underwater plain. In the distance, they saw the silhouette of an ancient, submerged city, its towers and structures covered in coral and marine growth. The city was a marvel of engineering and beauty, with intricate carvings and statues depicting scenes of a civilization deeply connected to the ocean. The team disembarked from the submersible and swam through the city's streets, their flashlights illuminating the grand architecture. It was clear that this was the lost civilization mentioned in the ancient texts. In the heart of the city, they discovered a large temple adorned with symbols matching those on the amulet. Inside, they found a chamber filled with ancient artifacts, scrolls, and murals. The murals told the story of the civilization's rise and fall. They had thrived through their symbiotic relationship with the ocean, using the amulet to live in harmony with the sea. However, a cataclysmic event had forced them to seal their city and entrust the amulet to future generations. As the team explored the temple, they discovered a massive crystal embedded in the floor. It pulsed with a faint light, resonating with the amulet. Dr. Harris approached the crystal, and as she held the amulet close to it, a surge of energy filled the room. The crystal began to glow brightly, projecting images and sounds that filled their minds with knowledge. The team saw visions of the lost civilization at its peak, a society that had mastered the balance between land and sea. They learned about the advanced technologies and philosophies that had allowed the civilization to flourish. The crystal's energy imparted a deep understanding of the ocean's ecosystems and the delicate balance required to maintain them. Suddenly, the crystal's light dimmed, and a voice echoed in their minds. It spoke in an ancient language, but the amulet translated its message. "You have proven yourselves worthy. The knowledge of our people is now yours. Use it wisely to restore the balance between land and sea." With this newfound knowledge, the team returned to the surface, eager to share their discoveries with the world. The footage and data they collected provided unprecedented insights into marine biology, ecology, and sustainable living. The lost civilization's wisdom offered solutions to many of the environmental challenges faced by modern society. Back in Marina Bay, the team was greeted as heroes. The world watched in awe as they presented their findings, revealing the lost city's secrets and the profound knowledge they had gained. Governments, scientists, and environmentalists were inspired by the possibilities, and a global movement began to protect and restore the world's oceans. Dr. Harris and her team continued their research, now guided by the principles of the lost civilization. They developed new technologies for underwater living and conservation, fostering a deeper understanding of marine life. Underwater habitats were constructed, allowing humans to coexist with the ocean without harming its delicate ecosystems. Ethan Marshall led efforts to create marine reserves and educate communities about sustainable practices. Dr. Sarah Patel's research on the amulet's medical applications led to breakthroughs in treating respiratory diseases and improving human health. The world began to change, with a renewed commitment to preserving the natural balance and living in harmony with the ocean. The Aqua Amulet, once a forgotten legend, had become a beacon of hope and unity. Its discovery had awakened humanity to the wonders of the sea and the importance of protecting it. The awe that had accompanied the amulet's powers evolved into a deep reverence for the ocean and its mysteries. Humanity and the ocean were now intertwined in a shared destiny, working together to ensure a prosperous and sustainable future for all life on Earth. With the knowledge gained from the lost civilization, the world began to transform. The Aqua Amulet's influence permeated every aspect of human life, fostering a new era of cooperation and innovation. The research and technologies developed by Dr. Emily Harris and her team inspired a wave of advancements in marine science, engineering, and environmental conservation. In Marina Bay, the once modest coastal town had evolved into a hub of scientific discovery and sustainable living. Underwater habitats were constructed, allowing people to live and work beneath the ocean's surface without disturbing the delicate marine ecosystems. These habitats, built using the principles and technologies from the lost civilization, were self-sustaining and environmentally friendly. They used renewable energy sources and recycled waste, creating a harmonious balance with the surrounding sea life. One of the most remarkable underwater habitats was Oceanus, a sprawling city located in the deep ocean, designed to accommodate scientists, researchers, and families. Oceanus became a center for marine research and education, attracting scholars and students from around the world. The city was a marvel of engineering, with transparent domes providing breathtaking views of the ocean and its inhabitants. Dr. Harris and her team, now based in Oceanus, continued their groundbreaking research. They developed new techniques for restoring coral reefs, using the amulet's power to accelerate growth and resilience. They also studied the behavior of marine animals, uncovering complex communication systems and social structures. The knowledge gained led to improved conservation strategies and a deeper understanding of the ocean's ecosystems. Ethan Marshall took a leading role in marine conservation efforts, establishing protected marine reserves around the world. These reserves were monitored and managed using advanced technology, ensuring the preservation of critical habitats and endangered species. Ethan's work inspired a global movement towards sustainable fishing practices and marine stewardship. Dr. Sarah Patel's research on the amulet's medical applications yielded significant breakthroughs. She discovered that the amulet's energy could be harnessed to create advanced medical treatments for respiratory diseases and other conditions. Her work led to the development of innovative therapies that improved the quality of life for millions of people worldwide. Meanwhile, the global community embraced the principles of the lost civilization, fostering a renewed sense of unity and responsibility. Governments, corporations, and individuals worked together to address environmental challenges, reduce pollution, and combat climate change. International agreements were reached to protect the oceans, regulate fishing practices, and reduce carbon emissions. Education played a crucial role in this transformation. Schools and universities incorporated marine science and conservation into their curricula, instilling a sense of stewardship in future generations. Children grew up understanding the importance of the ocean and their role in protecting it. They learned to swim with the same ease as walking, exploring the underwater world and appreciating its beauty and fragility. As the years passed, the positive impact of these efforts became evident. The oceans, once plagued by pollution and overfishing, began to heal. Coral reefs flourished, fish populations rebounded, and marine biodiversity thrived. The balance between land and sea was gradually restored, fulfilling the prophecy linked to the Aqua Amulet. One day, while exploring a newly established marine reserve, Dr. Harris and her team encountered a phenomenon that left them in awe. A massive pod of dolphins, accompanied by other marine creatures, swam towards them in a coordinated display. The animals seemed to communicate a message of gratitude and recognition, acknowledging the humans' efforts to protect their world. The experience reinforced the profound connection between humans and the ocean, a bond that had been strengthened by the discovery of the Aqua Amulet. The amulet had not only granted invulnerability to water, but had also illuminated the path to a harmonious future. The lost civilization's legacy had guided humanity towards a sustainable and prosperous existence, where the ocean was cherished and respected. Dr. Harris, reflecting on the journey that had brought them to this point, felt a deep sense of fulfillment. The awe that had once accompanied the amulet's powers had evolved into a reverence for the ocean and its mysteries. Humanity had learned to live in harmony with the sea, recognizing their role as stewards of the planet. The Aqua Amulet, now enshrined in a museum in Oceanus, remained a symbol of hope and unity. Visitors from around the world came to see it, drawn by the story of its discovery and the transformation it had inspired. The monument depicted humans and marine life intertwined, symbolizing the inseparable bond between land and sea. In the end, the story of human invulnerability to water had left them in awe, not only for its miraculous nature, but for the enduring legacy of unity and respect it had cultivated. The ocean, once an untamed frontier, had become a cherished partner in humanity's journey, and the world was forever changed for the better. Years passed, and the positive impact of the Aqua Amulet continued to ripple across the globe. Humanity's profound connection with the ocean had transformed societies, economies, and the environment. The world had entered a golden age of exploration, innovation, and sustainability, underpinned by the principles of unity and respect that the amulet had inspired. Marina Bay, the birthplace of this revolution, had become a symbol of human achievement and harmony with nature. Tourists, scientists, and environmentalists visited the town to witness its transformation firsthand and to learn from its successes. The Aqua Research Center, now expanded and equipped with the latest technologies, was a beacon of hope and knowledge, attracting top minds from around the world. Dr. Emily Harris, though older, remained as passionate and dedicated as ever. Her life's work had surpassed her wildest dreams, and she was now regarded as one of the most influential scientists of her time. Yet she never lost sight of the amulet's deeper significance. It was not just a scientific marvel, but a reminder of humanity's responsibility to the planet. One evening, as Dr. Harris walked along the shore, she reflected on the journey that had brought them to this moment. The Aqua Amulet had transformed not just the way people interacted with the ocean, but also how they perceived their place in the world. It had shown that true progress came from understanding, respecting, and living in harmony with nature. As she gazed out at the horizon, a familiar figure approached. It was Ethan Marshall, now a renowned leader in marine conservation. His work had led to the establishment of numerous marine reserves, safeguarding critical habitats and ensuring the survival of countless species. Together, they had accomplished so much, yet they both knew there was always more to be done. "Emily," Ethan said, his voice filled with admiration, "it's incredible to see how far we've come. The amulet changed everything." "It did," Dr. Harris replied, a smile lighting up her face. "But it also reminded us of our potential when we worked together for a common cause." Their conversation was interrupted by the arrival of a group of children, excitedly running towards the water. They were students from the Oceanus Academy, a school dedicated to teaching the next generation about marine science and conservation. The children's enthusiasm was contagious, and their eyes sparkled with curiosity and wonder. One of the children, a young girl named Ava, approached Dr. Harris with a question. "Dr. Harris, do you think there are more amulets out there, more secrets to discover?" Dr. Harris knelt down to Ava's level, her eyes twinkling with the same curiosity. "There are always more secrets to discover, Ava. The ocean is vast and full of mysteries. What's important is that we continue to explore, learn, and protect it." Inspired by Dr. Harris's words, the children dove into the shallow waters, equipped with their snorkels and underwater cameras. They marveled at the vibrant marine life, documenting their discoveries and learning about the delicate balance of the ecosystem. These young explorers represented the future, carrying forward the legacy of the Aqua Amulet. In the following years, the advancements continued. Underwater farming became a sustainable source of food, reducing the strain on terrestrial agriculture. New forms of renewable energy, harnessed from ocean currents and thermal gradients, provided clean power to coastal cities. The medical breakthroughs achieved through the amulet study led to cures for previously untreatable diseases. Global efforts to combat climate change gained momentum, driven by the lessons learned from the lost civilization. Nations worked together to reduce carbon emissions, restore damaged ecosystems, and develop resilient infrastructure. The cooperative spirit that had emerged from the amulet's discovery fostered unprecedented international collaboration. One day, a significant event took place in Oceanus. World leaders, scientists, and environmentalists gathered for the unveiling of the Oceanus Monument, a tribute to the Aqua Amulet and the transformation it had inspired. The monument, a towering structure made from recycled materials, depicted humans and marine life in perfect harmony, a testament to the unity that had been achieved. Dr. Harris was invited to give the keynote speech. Standing before the crowd, she felt a deep sense of gratitude and responsibility. The Aqua Amulet showed us what we are capable of when we embrace our connection to the natural world, she began. It taught us that true progress is measured not by what we take from the earth, but by what we give back. As she spoke, images of the journey they had undertaken flashed across the screen behind her. The discovery of the amulet, the underwater city, the restoration of the oceans, and the countless lives transformed. The audience was captivated, moved by the profound impact of the amulet and the collective efforts of humanity. "We are the stewards of this planet," Dr. Harris continued. "The legacy of the Aqua Amulet is not just about invulnerability to water, it's about the invulnerability of our spirit, our commitment to protect and preserve our world for future generations." The crowd erupted in applause, a standing ovation that echoed the global sentiment. The Aqua Amulet had indeed left humanity in awe, not just for its miraculous properties, but for the unity and respect it had cultivated. The ocean, once an untamed frontier, was now a cherished partner in humanity's journey, and the world was forever changed for the better. And so, the legacy of the Aqua Amulet lived on, a beacon of hope and inspiration, reminding all who gazed upon it of the boundless possibilities when humans and nature thrived together in harmony.